Hey, greetings everyone. Buenos dias. I'm just out here taking my walk today, and the subject of being competitive came to mind. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about it because I think sometimes, of course, it's good to be competitive. You're competing against others, like in sports and just different jobs and um, education. I mean, making strides and all these types of things. We all want to be the first to have um, created something or making something better for the world. But I think being competitive can become a sickness in some ways because first of all, when you're competing to just satisfy yourself, when I say satisfy yourself, I'm not talking about when you have made an accomplishment that you worked hard for. Um, then you have a right to feel good about yourself because you've accomplished something. But I'm talking about when people are competing against things and or I was the first to have these shoes, or look at me, I have this outfit on, don't I look great? Um, Even some churches, I'm sorry to say, nowadays it's like churches are competing against one another to have the most worshipers, the most money in their bank accounts, and all those types of things. And it's like sometimes you can get away from what it's all about. What's it all about? Clothes don't make a person. Okay, your mama should have told you clothes don't make the people. You can be dressed from the nines on down. Maybe God knows how much money you spend on what you have on. But if your insides are dirty, tainted, your mind isn't right, you're thinking about evilness and all that kind of stuff like that, I'm just saying, if in the church the leaders are getting away from how it used to be, like I'm 72 and I remember when if families had troubles, and people are still being supported by churches, and don't get me wrong about that, but what I'm saying is that it was more closeness. It was like more like, oh, sister, somebody, their family is going through something. Let's do this. Let's call them up. Let's see how they're doing. If there's anything we can do to help. It's kind of like not like that because it's the churches now are more business oriented. Okay, you're more business oriented, but are you getting away from the root of what a church is supposed to be about? You know, and that's another thing. Some people in the churches try to project themselves as something greater than they are because we all have sinned and sin and fall short. There's only one perfect person, and that's the Almighty who created us all. He knows that we're not perfect, but we try to oftentimes project or portray ourselves as being perfect. And that's laughable, really. It's laughable because, like I said, we all fall short on a daily basis. So why try to walk around on your high horse like you're all that in a bag of chips when you know deep down inside you ain't? But you're trying to get there. That's the thing. Are you trying to get to a better place? Or are you comfortable like pretending that you're something that you're not? Hey, I got to be myself. I can't be nobody else. That's what it's all about. And while on the subject of competing, why do countries have to compete to be number one? Why do some people in some countries have to go around saying, oh, this is the greatest country I live in, when everybody knows, and they know it too, unless they're very mentally unbalanced or maybe like mentally challenged. It's not what's going on. I had somebody say recently, oh, why would you want to leave the great US? That's the greatest country in the world. When? The US? The greatest country? You really, I'm sorry, you go to seek help, okay? Talk to somebody. Mental health uh, is alive, and we need to make ourselves more chill and have a healing in that regard. United States is not the greatest country, okay? And even if it was at some point of time, what's the big deal? We all are supposed to be working together. We all are supposed to be trying to project an image of unity. Why not? Why must we always have to have somebody at war? You did something I didn't like. You gonna come back and retaliate and all that stuff like that? What? Make love, not war. You ever heard that saying? That's a more pleasant experience. But no, seriously, to that person who said, why did you want to leave the U.S.? It's the greatest country. I feel so sorry for you. I really, really feel so sorry for you. I don't know if you're like in a cave or you just are not cognizant of what's going on around you, but no, that's not the case. And that should not be your objective to try to project that, because there are more important things in life, like being nice to each other, being courteous, saying good morning. What? Say good morning? Why not? Mexicans, I say when I theirs, they come back and speak to me. It's just something that you're taught at a young age. It's just, I don't know. I think it's manners. I don't know. Maybe things have changed. But what's wrong with it? What's wrong with saying good morning? It'll help somebody. You never know. You saying good morning to somebody could brighten somebody's day. Somebody that's down and out. Somebody that's troubled. You say good morning to them. That might just be what they need, a spark to help them get on their way. Be nice. Try to be nice. If you can help somebody, your living is not in vain. Have a blessed day. And if you like my content, please like and share. Subscribe. Blessings.